All right. Next song, 3 p.m. at Dairy. If it's some like Dairy Queen, I don't know. I can't eat dairy, so can't relate. I hope I don't dislike the song just based off that. Just I can't relate to it. Like, I don't know. I can't eat cheese. I don't want to eat cheese. I think cheese is gross. No, not gross, but
Look, I'm paranoid that my shadow might tell my secrets. Had people tell me they love me. Find out that they ain't mean it. Yeah, but sometimes I need more than a God to believe in. Brand new day on my calendar, but I don't even feel like breathing. For what? It's fuck that job, cause I lost that job, I'm broke.
He mentioned the idea of not, slip and slide. Hurting himself in this last song, and he's mentioning it here. I wonder if that's an old thought, if that's a current thought, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you're writing, you could write with the mindset of years ago. You could write with the same struggles and pains from years ago. It might not be something he's going through currently, but if it is, hope you get help, hope you get therapy, all that type of stuff. It's important. It's very important. Sounds like a joke, sounds like a gimmick, but it really does help. And hope you get better. But
regret still knock on my door. My trauma still sit third row. Looney still shooting head-run in the toe. When they finally told me my calendar, but I don't even feel like breathing. For what? It's fuck that job, cause I lost that job, I'm broke.
Yeah, he said he lost like 8 jobs.
Regret still knock on my door. My trauma still sit third row. Looney still shooting head-run in the toe. When they finally told me that shit, I was low. I can't even judge little cuz how she cope. I miss when we was close and helping Granny look for the remote. Dog.
A safe place for me to hide.
Who's this? Sydney Leona? I don't know who that is. Leon and Leona. It's so dope hearing an artist is vulnerable, and like you got to think about all the artists that kind of laid the groundwork for artists to be this vulnerable in music nowadays, or rappers especially, like Joe Budden, for example, who I'd probably argue is the most introspective rapper of all time, like Tupac, like Eminem. These guys just kind of laying the foundation of just like, say whatever you want, say how you're feeling, even if your mom was strung out on drugs, if you were strung out on drugs, like these are things you can talk about, you can discuss. Biggie with this, what was it, suicidal thoughts or whatever. There's a lot of artists, not a lot of artists, but there are artists that like laid the groundwork for artists to be more vulnerable like that. And I think after listening to songs like this, it's a good time to kind of reflect on the sacrifices those artists potentially made by outing themselves like that, because it's not even a big successful artist like Eminem, for example, by revealing that much of his life, made him millions of dollars, but also could argue ruined his life. I mean, it sounds like he says it ruins his life sometimes. He can't go to the grocery store. He can't, everybody knows his daughter is Haley's name or whatever, and now he's, his relationship with his mother, and and he said I forgot which song, well, I know what song it was, I forget the name of it, Marshmallows LP2, where he's talking about he can't stand anytime he hears the song cleaning out the closet on the radio, because it's like he's trying to build his relationship back with his mother, you know what I mean? Like, outing that, being that vulnerable comes with some sacrifices, and it's going to come with some pain. Worst to 5'9" on he has a song called Hero on the Allegory from 2020, where he talks about regretting kind of outing all of his personal family drama, and on 2018's The Book of Ryan with Power and Cocaine, those songs. And 2 years later, he's talking about regretting, I should have spoken to you first before I did that. And he's talking about his father. I recommend all those songs, by the way. Hero, Power, Cocaine, all three of those songs are phenomenal. But yeah, I think when listening to songs like this, I think it is important, especially if you're a fan of hip hop, to kind of think back and respect those that came before, that kind of laid the groundwork for artists to be as vulnerable as they are now, and be as, it's like there was a time period in hip hop where that wasn't really a thing. Everybody was so shelled and guarded, and and it wasn't cool. Like, it wasn't cool to be emotional and vulnerable and say you go to therapy and you have mental health issues. Joe Budden really laid the groundwork for a lot of that too. If you go back to his earlier stuff, or even his later stuff, like All Love Lost, for example, or just series. I forgot what it's called. It's like OLS4, OLS, all, or so I'm forgetting like the actual name of it, but like he has series where he's talking about his relationships and his hardships and vulnerabilities with women and stuff like that. Like that wasn't cool to talk about when he started talking about it. But he did it anyway, and he was just really vulnerable. And, you know, I just think it's really cool when artists are that vulnerable. And I know I kind of went on a tangent there, but he's giving me that energy. He's giving me that vulnerable, introspective energy that I love and I've missed, and I haven't, like, you get it in spurts from artists, but like rarely this deep, rarely this introspective. And that also could just come with a lot of people just don't have stories to tell like this. A lot of people don't. This is a very unique story that he's telling, which I think he should use to his benefit. And it sounds like he is using it to his benefit, because this album so far is phenomenal. And I'm glad I'm recording my first reaction to this. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to record it, because I was just going to listen to it on my own. But I was like, no, this is like a new artist, first album. Like, I want to get this recorded just in case. Like, right? Like, I wish I had my first reaction to the first time I heard Kendrick Lamar, you know, like in 2010. I wish I just had it just to see it. So like, if he does end up becoming big or whatever, I kind of have this archived, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think it would just be cool, you know, the debut of an artist. And I'm really glad I'm doing it now, just because I really love this so far. So yeah, back to the music.
It's so unheard, and that ain't nothing new. Got comfortable being uncomfortable. My cousin got raped, she was fucking too.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Share my oops and boo being uncomfortable. My cousin got raped, she was fucking too. Her mom stayed with the nigga cause she lonely too. Can I share my oops? Am I just like
wait,
you?
what?
Baby too, is it in my roots? Statue like you. Mama rape baby too, is it in my roots?
Whoa.
That's another story. Suicide in your mind when you start feeling deja vu. No smacks in the
Wow.
where the junkies live. Am I janky now? Am my heart too big? I'm Aisha's kid, but I don't trust.
Bro, it's hard not to. Jesus Christ, that was a lot. He's dumping everything on this album. I mean, it seems like it. Maybe there's a lot more, but wow.
Bitch who came from my ribs, cause I lie too much. Do I pray too much? Am I even enough? Do I believe it enough? If you open up my cabinet, my season is rough. Big brother on drugs, but he need a job, so I had to pee in his cup. Oh man.
Again, he's kind of doing what he did, that setup for this. For maybe it is like a chugga 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 climax, or chugga 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 climax. Maybe it's gonna be like that, kind of like how Andor is sequenced. Really odd reference there for me, but like Andor, if you ever watched Andor, it's kind of like episode 1, 2, 3. Okay, fourth episode, the big climax happened. Okay, then we go back down, build, big climax, big event, big heist or something like that. So maybe it's kind of sequenced in that way, which would be dope and unique. You don't really get album sequence like that very often, if at all. That's just me guessing. But again, he's doing what he did here earlier in the album, where he's kind of drip feeding information, and then he kind of hits you with the big song where he kind of just dumps it all on you with like a big storytelling. So, oh, Jesus Christ, this album's good.
When I feel like nothing's left inside, so and so just called 100 times. I ain't pick it up cause I was crying, but I don't think you hear me. Can you hear me?
I hope this doesn't get blocked. I'm gonna be so mad if this gets blocked. This is great.
Can you hear me? I know you hear me. Who knows a safe place for me to hide?
I was about to go upstairs and eat a hot dog, and then it just reminded me of that viral clip going around of Fat Joe saying, "I'm a serial glizzy eater," and then Jadakiss was like, "Quick googly moogly," pretty much. And it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm about to go eat a glizzy. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should finish the album first. Okay. That was 3 p.m. at Dairy. You know how I feel. Like and subscribe. I don't feel like I have to drag this on too much longer. It was great. Yeah, it was great. Are we even halfway through the album yet? No. Roughly. Yeah, we're about halfway through the album. It's amazing so far. It is sounding like album of the year. My friend was right. Yeah. Carrying on.